OVW. What are you thinking? You see, I am the national heavyweight champion, and I am the heavyweight champion. What's that mean? That means that I have beaten the best that you have to offer. And now tonight, you want to have a tournament to determine a #1 contender to go against me next Thursday night. Whew. You know it, and I know it. That's a bad idea. Because you have people thinking that they're actually winning something when in reality, they're going to lose. So I tell you what, OVW, you want to have this stupid little tournament? Fine. Go right ahead. We'll call it the Cowboy Invitational. How does that sound? But I tell you what, history will be written. Just like the OK Corral, how Hollywood makes it out to be this long gunfight when in reality, it was over in 30 seconds. That is what the history book says. And next Thursday night, man, woman, child, I do not care. Whoever is standing across that ring from me, you will go down. And we will make history. Good luck.
The following contest is set for 1 fall and 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Strawberry Plains, Tennessee, Dreamweaver, Wayne Moxie.
Dreamweaver, Wayne Moxie, one of the newest additions to the OVW Rush Division, kicking off this hour of OVW Live with Rush Division action. Brian Kurtis at ringside with Dances DJs, calling all the action. Dreamweaver.
And his opponent from Austin, Texas, Manny Domingo.
Manny Domingo, the man from Austin, coming in fired up because October 29th at No Rest for the Wicked, our next pay-per-view, he will challenge certified Luke Kurtis for the OVW Rush Division Championship.
By God, he has earned that right. Fighting through hell. Opponent after opponent, including the champion himself, who he holds a win over. Manny Domingo with all the momentum in the world right now up against Dreamweaver Wayne Moxie.
Good opportunity for Wayne Moxie in there with the #1 contender for the OVW Rush Division Championship. So you got to think, Steve, he's going to go hell for leather in this matchup. Going to put it all on the line to try to beat Manny Domingo and prove he deserves to be #1 contender.
You're absolutely right. Oh, and the action fast-paced right now. These guys going a mile a minute.
Folks, this hour of OVW action is going to be nonstop. We got women's action. We're starting with Rush Division action, and we are continuing the Cowboy Invitational to find out who will face James Storm for the OVW Heavyweight and National Heavyweight Championships next week on OVW Live. Right now, we got Rush Division action with the #1 contender against Dreamweaver Wayne Moxie, a newcomer here at OVW, a place where you come to make your name, Steve.
And then a huge kick right to the spine of Dreamweaver. Manny Domingo.
Oh, beautiful
on fire
suplex.
right now, on fire, and taking out his aggression, taking out all of the training that he's been doing in preparation for his match on the 29th, taking it out on Wayne Moxie.
Steve, we've absolutely seen a new Manny Domingo in the last couple weeks. We've seen aggression, we've seen intent, we've seen intensity. We may see a new Rush Division champion October 29th at No Rest for the Wicked.
You know what we've seen? The reason that we're seeing all this intensity and all this grit and everything is that beautiful mustache on his face. By God, I love it.
Mind you, of your stepfather who never came back, Steve, and I understand that. But Manny Domingo, he has a chance to bring back the Rush Division Championship and no Rest for the Wicked. A chance to beat Luke Kurtis a second time. And we've heard Manny say, I didn't come up here from Austin, Texas for nothing. It would justify his entire fight, Steve.
Wayne Moxie doing everything he can to try to get some action going, but Manny catching him at every corner.
Manny Domingo has had an absolute answer for everything that Wayne Moxie has thrown at him. And Steve, he might be looking for the 450. Manny might be looking to fly here.
Manny understands that he is not getting paid by the hour, looking to try to wrap this up with a coup de grace.
Whoop, Wayne Moxley had it scouted though. Oh my God! What an explosive knee.
Manny Domingo got folded inside out. Might think it's yesterday. Now up on the top rope. What's Dreamweaver have in mind here?
Dreamweaver, after that beautiful running knee, well, it's like TNT, but T and knee, and now trying to follow up with a superplex, but Manny Domingo, too much wherewithal, and Wayne Moxley, tossed face first.
Manny just so happened to drop him in a very, very, very good position. Is this going to be up?
Manny Domingo looking to a go-go 450. There we go, Manny picking up the win in the opening match.
Here's your winner, Manny Domingo.
Manny Domingo picking up a big win. Heading into October 29th into no rest for their week with some momentum after that huge win. Way to kick off this hour of OVW TV. Incredible Rush Division action on our way to no rest for the week on October 29th when Manny Domingo will challenge Luke Kurtis for the Rush Division Championship, Steve.
That's right, but that's not all, Brian. We've got the culmination of the tournament, the Cowboy Invitational. Not only that, we've got Shaloncé Royal in action tonight against the weapon of absolute destruction, we'll call her, making her debut here at the Davis Arena.
Folks, and that's not the only women's division action we're going to see tonight. HollyHood Haley J steps right back into the OVW ring tonight. You're not going to miss a second of OVW action.
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word. Huh. Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free!
The following contest, set for one fall, is a semifinal matchup in the Cowboy Invitational Tournament, set for a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, representing the Fallen, Amon.
Demon Magnate Steve, the leader of the Fallen. You gotta think, his focus in this tournament to win both championships and the power and influence that they have. Can you imagine the dark power of Amon and the influence of the OVW National Heavyweight
His
Championship?
powers are already astronomical. I can only imagine what his influence would be if all of a sudden he was standing atop OVW.
And with that level of success, who else could he coax into the Fallen?
Cash is king.
And his opponent from south of Wall Street, the proprietor of the Chop Shop, Cash Flow.
Cashflow, getting in the ring, but Amon not waiting for this thing to get started. Steve just makes a beeline for Cashflow in this semifinal matchup.
You were asking who might Amon try to make the next member of the Fallen. I'm sure that he would love to have the proprietor of the Chop Shop, Cash Flow.
Oh, Steve, absolutely. To have that dark mastodon in your corner and at your beck and call is a power most can only dream of. Amon in there with Cashflow now. Two OVW originals, Steve. Two men who fought between these hallowed halls for over a decade. Now looking to put this company on their shoulders next week when they would face James Storm, who will be here next week defending his OVW National and Heavyweight Championships.
Drove his spine right into the apron. Cash Flow. Oh, right here at the announce table, right in front of us, these two mastodons
And Steve, there's no way either of these men are 100% after the matches they went through to get here. Amon and Tony Gunn, Cashflow, and that battle of the Kaijus against Big Zo. No way either of these men are 100%.
Absolutely not. These guys are always battling some type of injury. That's the nature of the game in professional wrestling. But after already having fought once here tonight, both of these men have been through it.
And the thing is, Steve, last time we saw Amon made his way to the next round by Tony Gunn accidentally striking him with the chair due to interference from Adam Revolver. But regardless of how he got here, now Amon has an opportunity to move on to the finals. We've got to go through the Mastodon Cashflow.
Oh, you see Cashflow wrecking Amon right in front of the OVW audience.
Cashflow getting in the ring, trying to break up that count. Don't want to get both men eliminated from this tournament. Cashflow getting in, though, and actually breaking up the count, distracting referee Charlene, who could have kept counting on Amon there.
I'm not sure that Charlene could count to 10 anyways, but that's a story for a different day. Amon back up to his feet. The Demon continues the fight. Continues the bite.
I appreciate the wordplay there, but I don't think Cashflow appreciates those teeth sinking into his hand. Proprietor of the chop shop, trying to get a good chop in there.
That's his chopping hand, man. Don't bite his chopping hand.
Oh my God! The full weight of Cashflow crashing down on Amon on that rib cage.
Taking every breath of miserable demonic air out of Amon. It's Cashflow, but wait, hold on.
The Fallen making their way here to ringside.
Again!
Luscious Lawrence saving the day. Double knocker between Damone and ZDP, and Luscious Lawrence laying them both out.
The Fallen trying everything in their power to make sure that their Dark Master Amon goes to the finals.
Now, Steve, I do have it on good authority that the good Reverend was actually arrested in a cemetery doing unspeakable things. That's why he's not here tonight. And I'll get you more information on that as it comes. But, speaking of as it comes.
My God, the car wreck 1, 2, and 3.
I think I hit him with the brakes truck.
Here's your winner advancing to the finals of the Cowboy Invitational, Cashflow.
Steve, Cashflow, a man with OVW in his blood, with Davis Arena in his soul, has now moved on to the finals with the opportunity to face James Storm next week for both championships.
But who is he going to face? We'll find out later tonight.
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, the OVW Academy with Al Snow. The birthplace of legends including Batista, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Apply now for our upcoming semester in the first quarter of 2022. Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
Contest is set for one fall and a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Macon, Georgia, she is the fighting siren, Shaloncé Royal.
Shaloncé Royal prancing her way out to the ring. Steve, the fighting siren, has been so impressive with the last several weeks, just stacking up win after win after win.
Steamrolling her way through the competition at OVW.
And her opponent from the dark side of the full moon, the one-eyed, big-thighed weapon of mass destruction, the WOAD.
The Mode making her OVW debut here against what we can now announce, the OVW's #1 contender for the Women's Championship on October 29th. Steve, we just signed it. Lay the Great will defend her Women's Championship against Shaloncé Royal, and no rest for the wicked.
Shaloncé Royal, like I was saying earlier, has steamrolled her way through the competition on her way to the #1 contendership. But before she gets there, she has to fight, well, the weapon of ass destruction.
Now, Steve, we're looking at the WOAD making her OVW debut as a 12-year veteran, Steve. And yeah, she has a very posterior-based offense, but she's also one-eyed, thick-thighed, and focused on growing in OVW. And welcome to OVW, the WOAD.
The WOAD? Is that what you're calling her?
She calls herself.
Does she? She wouldn't talk to me. I have no idea.
Here we go. Waist lock here by Shaloncé Royal. Ooh!
She used that very weapon there to the midsection of Shaloncé Royal.
Oh, Shaloncé trying to get that sunset flip, but the WOAD just too strong. Holding on, too strong of a center of gravity
got,
there.
Yeah, too strong of a base, if you will. Oh!
Oh, okay. Wow, just dropped straight into the ribs. Might have a collapsed lung after that.
Unbelievable.
She's an absolute human wrecking ball. Oh!
I mean, if that's what's happening in the ring, then...
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Nice counter there by Shaloncé Royal.
If that's the kind of stuff that's happening in the ring, I think I might have to...
Good God, did you just that kick to the back of the head?
My goodness. I don't think I'd want to deal with that. Maybe my time in the ring is over. I'm retiring.
Shaloncé Royal just found the smallest of windows and kicked right through it. Wow. Right into the temple there. The WOAD has to be rocked a little bit after that educated shot from the feet of Shaloncé Royal. And the singing, Steve, it's got to be demeaning.
It's demoralizing, it's demeaning, and then it's distracting on top of that. Classic 3D.
Ooh. And you see that, going for that patched eye of the WOAD. You call it a sucker punch, but Steve, she's just using that blind side. And the WOAD is proud. The WOAD is proud to be the only half-blind female wrestler in the world, Steve. She's really proud to be.
Well, in a lot of situations, I'm sure the pride is great. Fantastic. Be proud in what you're doing. But at the end of the day, you're a one-eyed lady in an ass-kicking contest. And right now,
she's proud to be an example of not letting your shortcomings stop you. She has fought in so many organizations. She's an absolute challenge. And right now, she could beat the #1 contender with good possible reason. I mean, she is incredibly strong. She's incredibly agile. She knows all the tricks of the trade.
But right now, she is in the ring with Shaloncé Royal, who has momentum. And sometimes the strongest thing that one can have in the ring is momentum. Only a 1 count there.
Well, Steve, I would argue Shaloncé Royal has been doing great at counter wrestling, and this best offense has been her defense. Ooh, beautiful elbow drop there. Now the WOAD in trouble now. Shaloncé Royal slowing down the pace of this matchup, dictating the pace and controlling it. The Fighting Siren just needs to not make a mistake here and keep the WOAD
My goodness.
reeling.
There were no mistakes there. Oh, and then plants her.
Oh, kicks out at 2. The resilience of the weapon of mass destruction here, the WOAD really showing why she's really made her name in professional wrestling. But Steve, doesn't matter what you do outside the walls of Davis Arena, this is where it counts. And can she get it done with the light, shine, brightness? The WOAD holding on there. You're seeing that grit. That low center of gravity, Steve, that just planting herself, not allowing Shaloncé to move her. Oh, face first into that top turnbuckle.
Shaloncé with all of her might.
Let her eat cake. That she calls that the Mayor and Antoinette, Steve. 2 count. Shaloncé barely got out.
My goodness.
I thought that was it.
I thought she was knocked out. She still seems to be in incredible pain here.
The WOAD. Oh, the WOAD hit her with that let them eat cake, and now, Steve, she might be looking for cheeks for weeks. She might be looking to put Shaloncé away.
Are you just making these up, or did she give you these names?
Now, Steve, I've been studying the WOAD for quite some time, an incredible competitor, and happy to have her here, but Shaloncé went to the eye, got that patch down, and oh, God!
Oh, she got that.
Symphony of Destruction.
And it's academic, folks.
Here's your winner, Shaloncé Royal.
Shaloncé Royal, Steve, heading towards No Rest for the Wicked, headed for that OVW Women's Championship match, and I don't know if I've ever seen the Fighting Siren more focused.
Smart wrestling, taking advantage of the vulnerability that her opponent had, standing tall on her way. October 29th, No Rest for the Wicked. Shaloncé Royal, your winner here tonight.
I was driving home from practice. about to be a free agent, hopefully signing another multi-year deal in the NBA. And I remember seeing this car coming right towards me and a huge loud noise. I knew with my injuries that I wasn't going to be able to play. Instead, I'm in the hospital looking at all these permanent injuries that I suffered. Having my career cut short by a drunk driver was the worst part of my life, and I never thought I'd retire at 31 years old. I knew if there was, one firm to get me justice and to get me compensated for that, it was going to be Morgan & Morgan. It's crazy because basketball was always there for me. When something like this happened, they weren't, and Morgan & Morgan was. Morgan & Morgan has definitely really helped me in the toughest, darkest moments of my life. Those guys were there for me, and I'll never forget that. And Morgan & Morgan are unbelievable at what they do. They're sharp, they're smart, they're professional. They'll do what's right for you. I'm Chandler Parsons, and I chose Morgan & Morgan.
The following contest is a semi-final contest. It's set for one fall and a 20-minute time limit in the Cowboy Invitational. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Guitari. From LA, by way of Liverpool, Ryan Von Rockit.
All right, Ryan Von Rockit, the belligerent British man, flanked by Ari Alexander. Steve, this semifinals matchup in the Cowboy Invitational is on the way out. Ryan Von Rockit favoring that arm, but Luke Kurtis did his best to rip out in the first opening matchup between Ryan Von Rockit and Luke Kurtis.
Right now, he's got Guitari by his side. And when Ryan Von Rockit has Guitari by his side, anything is possible. If you can dream it, you can be it.
What?
And his opponent from Nassau, the Bahamas, Omar Amir.
It's from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Brian. You wouldn't get it. Omar Amir on his way to the ring for the second time here tonight.
Omar Amir in there with Ryan Von Rockit. These two men know each other so well, have battled throughout these hallowed halls of Davis Arena under the beautiful lights of DC Productions more time than once.
One of the greatest feuds in OVW history revisited here tonight. Ryan Von Rockit, one more go-round with Omar Amir.
Now, Steve, these two know what it's like to battle with the biggest prize hanging in the balance, but right now, there's an opportunity to face James Storm next week here at OVW Live for the National Heavyweight Championship and the OVW Heavyweight Championship.
Significant implications is what you're saying, Brian. The winner of this will go on to face Cash Flow, the proprietor of the Chop Shop, for a chance to face James Storm for all the gold next week.
Steve, you're absolutely right. Stakes going to be higher unless you bought those stakes. First class ticket on SDF here in Louisville. Omar Amir, Ryan Von Rockit, not battling for one championship like we've seen before, battling for an opportunity at two to sit at the top of OVW's mountain as a dual champion. But first, next week, they'll have to get through James Storm. Oh, here we go.
And you got to wonder, James Storm is going to be fresh going into that match. These guys will have wrestled 3 times the week prior. What is that going to do to whoever goes up against the champ next week?
You're absolutely right, Stephen. You got to think James Storm, someone watching this tournament very closely. And you got to think, what if Ryan Von Rockit does make it to the end? Challenges James Storm next week here at Davis Arena for those championships, and James Storm has focused on that shoulder just as Luke Kurtis did.
You know that James Storm is watching tonight. He does his homework. There's a reason he is the double champ. He's scouting every maneuver by every man that was in this tournament.
You know, Steve, you're seeing a different intent. You're seeing different focus on Ryan Von Rockit and on Omar Amir's face. They know what's on the line. But they also know they're both weathered after an opening round matchup. Hellacious opening round matchup. Neither man going in 100%, so can't afford to make a mistake.
Absolutely not. And now in the corner, Ryan Von Rockit looking to do some damage to Omar Amir. Talking a little bit of trash while he's at it here.
Ryan Von Rockit doing whatever it takes now. We've seen him as of late pound around with Cal here on TW3, thinking we were seeing a new side of Ryan Von Rockit, but that just shows you when the stakes are at their highest, people's real nature comes out. Ryan Von Rockit turning right back in that to nefarious British. Oh, hold on. Ooh. Omar caught him belly to belly.
Nearly suplexed through Davis Arena. Nearly had him there. Ryan Von Rockit got twisted.
I think I saw a couple of guitar strings pop out of Von Rockit after that beautiful belly to belly. And you see Omar Amir, Ryan Von Rockit, though, still just so worn out. Omar can't even capitalize. So much energy just taken out of the former champion. Now see if it's just a look of disdain. Is Omar Amir taking in what he's gonna have to do? Is he taking a breath? I mean, the stakes are just so high right now. The emotions are just so high.
But both of these men, former champions, both of these men know exactly what to do in situations like this. So regardless of how much action they've already been through, I know that they know what they're doing.
Now, Steve, if you remember right, if the history books say so, Omar Amir was the one who defeated Ryan Von Rockit for that OVW Heavyweight Championship. And you gotta think Ryan Von Rockit has not forgot that fact and does not want to lose that Heavyweight Championship and National Heavyweight Championship opportunity to Omar Amir as well.
You're absolutely right, but Ryan Von Rockit holds a couple victories over Omar as well. Both of these men know each other's strengths, know each other's weaknesses, know exactly what it takes. Now Omar looking for a superplex here.
Ari Alexander, you see that holding on to the boot there of Ryan Von Rockit. Ari Alexander paying dividends at ringside.
It pays to have a groupie. Not that I would know.
Ryan Von Rockit, raking the eyes of Omar Amir, getting out of that top rope superplex.
Perched on top is the rock star.
Oh my God!
Huge blockbuster. Might have broken the neck of Omar Amir.
We've never seen Ryan Von Rockit pull it out. That just shows you what these guys are willing to do. Pull it, not just pulling stuff out of the tool shed, using the shed itself. Ryan Von Rockit with that blockbuster couldn't get it done, Steve.
Kicking it old school, bringing back the older maneuvers that used to win him championships, doing everything that he can in there with Omar Amir.
And Steve, it's not even for the championship directly, it's for an opportunity, but that just shows you how much it means to these men to be at the top of the mountain, because next week, the winner of this tournament will face James Storm in the middle of this ring for the OVW National Heavyweight Championship and Heavyweight Championships.
Ryan Howell looking to wrap it up here. Huge rock and roll fist drop right between the eyes of Omar Amir, and then into the chin lock.
Now, Steve, Ryan Von Rockit locking up that chin lock. You gotta think both these men thinking, though, they are 1 week away from possibly cementing their legacy. This is the semifinal matchup. Moving on to the finals. Whoever wins will face James Storm next week, Steve. Could change your entire career.
The legacy of these two men already set in stone, but hey, why not add to it with all the gold in OVW? Blocked that boot to the midsection. Did Omar Amir?
Ryan Von Rockit sent to the outside. God, right into the barricade.
All the way to the outside. What strength from Omar.
Now Omar Amir getting some desperately needed breaths after this second round matchup, just really taking it out of the former champion. Ryan Von Rockit getting fanned by Ari Alexander here ringside. Both men, Steve, just so worn out at this point.
I wish I had a groupie that would fan me whenever I was laid out on the outside.
Because of all the tough matches you've had. Okay. Ryan Von Rockit back to his feet now, finally, but still wobbling. Hold on.
I meant like laid outside, like tanning.
Omar Amir pulling in Ryan Von Rockit.
By the hair.
Ooh, Von Rockit utilizing that top rope, hanging up Omar. Ryan Von Rockit trying to will himself up. And Omar caught him midair, Steve. And Ari Alexander again, hands on the boot of Omar Amir, getting involved here.
The referee got involved is what happened. Huge knee. Nearly had Omar Amir.
Von Rockit just a half a second away from the finals of this tournament, just a half a second away from moving on to possibly challenge James Storm next week for the National Heavyweight Championship and the Heavyweight Championship.
Von Rockit flabbergasted that what he's done up to this point was not enough to lay waste to Omar Amir, but the match continues, and now resorting to just closed fists.
Steve, these men have just beaten the hell out of each other throughout this matchup. And this isn't even the end. Whoever wins this has to go on and then still face cash flow in the finals.
Crazy to think with all the action we've had so far that we're not even done yet. We've still got a main event to determine the new #1 contender.
Ryan Von Rockit thinks he's got Omar Amir's number, thinks he's gonna put him away here. Looking for that neck breaker. Omar had it scouted, been in that neck breaker one too many times.
Big back elbow in the corner, right to the jaw of Omar.
Looks for that Steel Panther body press, but gets out of the way. Omar had it scouted again. These two know each other so well. There's that diving tsunami fist.
That's gotta be it. 1, 2, and 3.
Here is your winner advancing to the finals of the Cowboy Invitational,
two-time heavyweight champion, looking to grow his legacy. Can he get through cash flow in the main event in the finals of this tournament?
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word.
Huh.
Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free!
I hear you entered a tournament tonight. I see you trying to dodge me. Don't try to dodge me. I didn't come all the way here from Austin, Texas for you to be dodging me. See, right now you're holding gold that I want. Yes, the same gold that you struck me with. The same gold that you not only hit me once with, but twice. You see, Luke, October 29th, this tournament of yours that you're entering, yes, go for it. Win it. Because October 29th, I want you to bring those titles with you. Because you see, you went all over social media talking about I couldn't keep you down long enough to hit the 450. October 29th, I will not only hit you with the 450, I will walk out of there with all 3 titles. But definitely the Russian Championship.
Folks, Manny Domingo is ready for no rest for the wicked. Are you, Davis Arena? Folks, we're on our way to October 29th, our next big pay-per-view. Manny Domingo challenges Luke Kurtis for the OVW Rush Division Championship. But Steve, that's not the only championship on the line, women's championship.
Excuse me, again, you're absolutely right. Layla Gray will have to put her OVW Women's Championship on the line against the new #1 contender, Shaloncé Royal.
Folks, October 29th, no rest for the wicked. You're not going to miss a second of the action. Tickets are on sale right now at ovwrestling.com. But you know what? We got more action to get to before we get there. There's only one man that can get us there. Eric, my man, tell him who's fighting.
Brian, I got you covered. The following contest set for 1 fall and a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Waverly Hills, Kentucky. This is Ella.
Straight from the psych ward is Miss Ella. Didn't even have time to change her clothes before she got here. Steve, just one of the most unhinged and deranged women we've ever seen in the women's division.
I think she had plenty of time to change her clothes. I don't think that was really a priority of hers.
And her opponent from the streets. She is the Muchetto's baddie of OVW, HollyHood, Haley G.
HollyHood Haley J making her way to the ring. The faithful are happy to see her, but Steve, what a mountain for HollyHood Haley J to climb. She knows how to fight in the streets, but I don't know if the streets have anyone like Ella.
Yeah, well, being from the streets, she should have known she needs to keep her head on a swivel because the attack could come from anywhere, and it just did.
Attack from behind from Ella, who, as crazy as she may be, Steve knows she is in there against a former OVW Women's Champion, multi-time OVW Women's Champion.
I have a strange feeling that Ella doesn't care about any of that.
Steve, you might be right. She might be out here just to inflict pain, but hey, if you're ever going to try to prove yourself, what better opportunity to do it against HollyHood Haley J? What better opportunity to do it on the night that we have the Cowboy Invitational, a night of opportunity.
Smashes her in the corner there, and I'll tell you, I've got a strange feeling that Ella might just be strange.
Steve, you're not wrong. She reminds me of your aunt that you don't go visit anymore. But right now, Ella is not thinking about anything other than causing pain to HollyHood Haley J. You see, Ella, you gotta think though, as crazy as she is, has been very well composed in this matchup, really dictating the pace.
My goodness, Haley J did not see what was coming from Jump Street, and Ella has been in firm control. Not something we usually see from the Queen of the Streets.
Ella going for a pinfall there, only gets a 1 count. HollyHood Haley J, oh, hasn't really got her feet under her yet, but trying to fight back into it. Oh, got that foot caught by Ella. Ooh, a handful of hair.
Right to the back of the head, slamming her to the mat is Ella, and then pulling the extras. She might have got a few hairs there.
The Psycho Ward sweetheart. Oh, God, might be going home with a souvenir, a handful of hair.
Oh, what was that?
That banshee cry, that'll bust your eardrum, Steve. That'll disorient you.
My goodness, between her and Shaloncé Royal, everybody's eardrums here.
Shaloncé at least has some rhythm. That was just pure visceral and feral scream, Steve. You see her now choking out that cross jacket hold on HollyHood Haley J.
She's got her tied up.
You're disgusting. HollyHood Haley J trying to fight back into this.
Looked like she might have been trying for a ripcord clothesline, but then Haley does one of her own.
Oh my God, what a power slam from Ella. Almost breaks HollyHood Haley J in half.
Huge, quick snap power slam, and look at the look on the face of Ella.
Now we saw Haley return last week and get a big win over Judy Hendricks, and there's a show of respect between her and Layla Gray, but no respect right now from Ella.
My goodness, she might have wanted to wait a couple weeks before making that return.
Ella having to be backed down by referee Charlene there after just bouncing the head of HollyHood Haley J off the canvas. And Steve, HollyHood Haley J is in trouble here. She cannot get to her feet, and Ella doesn't want to, just wants to crawl around and play with her prey. Haley, desperate forearm out of the corner. But Ella, just monstrous forearms of her own, takes her right back down. Those meat cleaver forearms coming down like machetes into the chest of Haley.
My God, looking to pound her into oblivion, literally and figuratively.
Just bails her across the ring by her hair again.
I have never seen Haley J take a stomping like she has taken here tonight.
I think Haley J maybe came out with a little of optimism and thought she was really going to come out here and just lay into Ella, but Ella from Jump Street attacking HollyHood Haley J from behind. Oh, God. Not allowing the Queen of the Screens to get anything. Haley tried to counter, but still couldn't just after the beating she's taken throughout this matchup.
Yeah, she had the first part of it, but ultimately her body just failed her. Ella somehow able to still get on with another pinfall, and now still in control here.
Ella just looking to hurt HollyHood. Oh, my God.
And then she's choking her up on the ropes.
Get that tarantula-like hold there in the corner, and then a cannonball. I mean, with the referees, I mean, how do you get through to someone like Ella to tell them that's against the rules?
I think Charlene's just looking to count the pin if a pin happens here.
Right back to that straitjacket hold. And then you've seen Ellie just trying to demoralize Haley by kissing her on the heads. I mean, Ella is just in a whole different dimension right now, and HollyHood Haley J has to find some way out of this murderous attack. Steve, not a pretty maneuver, but able to get some distance now, and Haley finally getting some offense into this matchup.
Again, it's not ballet, but it was effective. And now Haley with a little bit Louise thrust press, and now just going to town on the face.
Haley J now feeling it. You're seeing that look come across her face like, I'm done messing around. Oh, God.
There it is, and then the back fist and the super kick.
Sends Ella down to her feet in involuntarily for the first time in this matchup. Oh!
And both knees to the back.
Straight knees.
Is this gonna be it?
Oh! There's those knees again. HollyHood looking awfully good here, but can she continue this momentum? Haley trying to set up for that ripcord. Oh! Ella with just a little...
And she got her down. 1, 2, and 3.
Here's your winner, HollyHood Haley J.
HollyHood Haley J able to pick up the win somehow after Ella controlled 80% of this matchup.
Haley pulls it out at the last second after getting destroyed, but at the end of the day, standing tall, HollyHood Haley J.
2 down, 1 to go, and that last man is...
It's you. Who else did you think it was gonna be? Did you think I would let one of them other guys get What I deserve?
Nah, I knew it would be you. I knew it would be you. I was hoping it was you, because guess what? I want to beat the very best that OVW has to send my way.
Good, good. I know why you want it. I know why you want it so bad, Omar. You want to be the best. You want to be the best wrestler OVW has to offer. I like that. I want that. But you know what else I want? I want to feed my family. Those championships, you know what they mean? They mean what I preach every day. It means money. Money to feed my family, money to pay my bills, money. Cold, hard cash.
See, you're worried about money. You're worried about your wife and your kids. I'm worried about legacy. Just like I told James Storm, those championships, they mean everything to me. And guess what? You're gonna find out just how much tonight.
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, the OVW Academy with Al Snow. The birthplace of legends including Batista, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Apply now for our upcoming semester in the first quarter of 2022. Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
The following contest is the finals of the Cowboy Invitational Tournament, set for one fall and TV time remaining. Introducing first, from south of Wall Street, the proprietor of the Chop Shop, Cash Flow.
Folks, we have made it to the finals of the Cowboy Invitational. One of these men will challenge James Storm next week here at Davis Arena for the OVW National Heavyweight Championship and the OVW Heavyweight Championship. Unprecedented opportunity, Steve.
You know that he is aware of the situation at hand here.
And his opponent from Nassau in the Bahamas, Omar Amir.
Both of these men aware of what is ahead, not only tonight, but next week against James Storm. But only one man can stand tall here tonight. Who is it gonna be?
Stakes could not be any higher. If Elon Musk put it in a rocket and sent him to space, OVW National Heavyweight Championship, OVW Heavyweight Championship, both titles on the line next week here at Davis Arena. And there we go, Cashflow not waiting, sweeping the legs.
No time wasted again. Both of these men who've been through hell all night long.
Steve, this ain't a test of endurance at this point. You just got to beat the hell out of your opponent. You already beat two others. This is game time. This is go time. This is do or die.
This is, you're absolutely right, Brian. Oh,
good
shop is open. Speaking of do or die, I think I'd rather die than have that happen to me again.
And Steve, you got Cashflow, that's his first chop of this tournament, landed it flush on Omar's chest. Already pulling out the heaviest shots he can, Steve. This is not a time for half measures. This is a time to pull it all out, to do whatever it takes.
Omar, what are you guys?
Oh, no! God.
Oh!
Now, Steve, this is Omar Amir and Castro, two men we have seen go through hell together, go through chain carnage together. These men have shed each other's blood. They have tasted each other's blood. They know what it takes, and they have a mutual respect for one another after those absolute battles.
We saw that in the interview earlier, but this is not about respect. This is about championship gold.
Steve, OVW's always been about the future, the next thing, and both of these men want to be at the head of that wave. Both of these men want to be at the top of the mountain. This is all about competition and being the best, which OVW has always been about.
Both of these men think that they are, and both of them have a very good case to state that fact, but only one of them, again, can stand tall here tonight and say that they are truly the best.
And Steve, after this matchup, one of these men is just over 100 hours away from Oh, hold on. Omar Amir will have a chance to cement his legacy if he can face James Storm. Cashflow goes in fighting for his family, for his home. Both of these men, unprecedented opportunity lays before them, but they have to get through the other one first.
You notice they're moving a little slower now after 2 matches earlier tonight. Oh my goodness, but everything's still huge power from both men.
Cash and Omar have battled through 6 other of the top competitors in OVW. I'd argue 6 of the top competitors in OVW history, and have found their way to the finals. And now you're seeing that, though, that this time these matches have worn on them, Steve.
Absolutely. I'm exhausted just from watching it, but I'm in terrible shape. These guys, tip-top condition, but the punishment, just like that, huge clothesline out of the corner.
Steve, you're absolutely right. A tournament like this can erode away your grit and determination like an ocean, just wearing you away over time. And you're seeing that in these finals, but you're also seeing the grit, the determination, the heart that both of these men have. OVW runs in the blood of both these men. Both these men have Davis Arena in their soul, and they're both fighting for an opportunity to not just face James Storm for the National Heavyweight Championship and an OVW Heavyweight Championship, but to bring them back home to a champion who will be proud to be here for OVW.
Oh, Omar gets him up. Island time!
How can he still do that, Steve? How does he still have that sort of strength?
Unbelievable. Is this going to be it?
2 count, Cashflow somehow getting that shoulder up.
Sorry, it looked like he was going to go for island time, but then he just chucked the big man over his head.
Well, Steve, all the plans are going out the window here. You just got to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Anything that they can do to inflict punishment on one another, especially after having gone through everything that they've gone through up to this point. You see Omar, he can't even muster up the strength to whip Cashflow right now. Cashflow just too big.
And Steve, we've seen in this turn, we saw Big Cashflow fight Big Zo in the opening round, a man he once called a brother. We saw Ryan Von Rockit and Omar Amir. Reignite a feud. Now we saw both men tumbling to the outside.
Oh my goodness. Both men on the outside right in front of us here. Cashflow trying to motivate himself to get back up.
Cashflow and Omar Amir could both possibly get counted out here, and James Storm,
what would happen if they both get counted out? What happens next week? Does James Storm even have to fight anybody?
And can you imagine battling to this point to only lose via double count out? I mean, how demoralizing could that be for Cashflow and Omar Amir?
All of tonight for nothing. All right, Cashflow back in the ring. Omar.
Cashflow back in the ring.
The ref's up to 8.
Omar still trying to pull himself in. No, there we go.
Barely, just in time, Omar Amir, and the match continues.
And this tells you how little time these guys have had to rest. If you look at Omar Amir, you see the glitter from his match with Ryan Von Rockit, still on the body, fresh from that matchup.
Absolute hell. Both of these men have gone through absolute hell, and they're putting themselves even further through it right now.
Look at the heart these two are showing, just trading blows in the middle of the ring. It shows you the level of competition in this tournament, the level of heart these two still have. Cashflow was laying those headbutts, Steve, and Omar trying to get some distance here.
Able to pry himself away from Cashflow, an unbelievable clothesline.
Turn him inside out like he's inside of a freaking drying machine.
Cashflow turned into a tsunami there. Omar Amir.
Omar Amir, look at that look on his face, the determination. That running tsunami fist.
Heel kick right to the head. Cashflow still standing.
Oh, Cash with the downward spiral. That's what he put away Big Zo with earlier. Can he beat Big Omar? Got him hooked tight. 2 3/4.
Nearly had him. Omar Amir by the skin of his teeth. Kicked out, survived. The match continues.
Omar showing you that heart, showing you that grit and determination, showing you how much these championships, that opportunity means to him.
Cashflow trying to rile himself up, trying to get the crowd behind him here.
Both these men know they are just over 100 hours from possibly doing the biggest thing of their career, becoming OVW National Heavyweight Champion and Heavyweight Champion. Cashflow tries to get Omar up, but Omar up and over. There's that spinning tsunami fist again. That's gonna be it. Omar's gonna move on to next week, and wow! Somehow
Both of these men using maneuvers that have won the matches earlier tonight, but for naught. Both of these men kicking out. The match again continues.
Cashflow had to have kicked out on instinct alone there. That tsunami fist, we've seen Omar win championships with that, Steve. But could not secure the opportunity.
That's all in the past. Oh, again! Crushed the midsection, crushing in the chest of Omar Amir's Cashflow.
Cashflow tries to capitalize into a pin, but referee Jake Floyd said no, he's still in the ropes. Good catch there. Not letting this main event, this end of the tournament go away on a technicality. No, hold on. Omar, he's got him up for Island time. He's got him up for Island time. They heard that one in the Bahamas, Steve. That might end the tournament. Hold on, what? Cashflow.
No, Cashflow.
Cashflow, veteran ring awareness.
Brilliant veteran maneuver. Getting underneath the ropes. No pinfall can happen. Underneath the ropes, he's on the outside now.
That's that decade of experience of Cashflow getting out, knowing he was in jeopardy there. But Omar right back on the attack, not giving him a second to breathe. Oh! Omar breathing in some turnbuckle there. See, these guys are just going for broke here. Oh, God, big chop from Cashflow. What's going on up top? What does Cashflow have in mind?
All right, we're keeping the cameras rolling.
Omar went for Island time, and Cashflow able to slip out.
Avalanche Island time. Cashflow somehow able to get out.
Feels it from the top rope there.
All the way across the ring.
Look at Cashflow on these wobbly legs, can barely stand, but goes for the corner, but Omar Amir had it scouted almost like a Thez press, but he couldn't follow through.
My goodness. Just the strength of Cashflow.
The energy these guys have put out in this tournament, they have to be running on empty. It's going to come down to reserve.
It was an unstoppable force versus immovable object, and now Omar splashed Cashflow. What's he have in mind?
Omar got momentum now, feeling it. Oh my God! Like a freaking Brinks truck car wreck. Cashflow right through Omar Amir. Cashflow, Steve is looking for that payload. Payload frog splash. Was that enough? Cashflow did it. Cashflow did it.
Here is your winner,